Also, I'm sitting here realizing that I never opened or closed this video. So, this is going to be my senior year apartment tour. All right, welcome to 1402. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way first. We have sort of a weird layout going into this apartment. It goes straight into the living room over there, but there's also this hallway leading to 2 more bedrooms. So when you first walk in, there is a bathroom on your left. This is Kristen and Becca's bathroom. I will say now, it is much more nicely arranged than my bathroom. But so this is their sink, they have their mirror, and then this is like a medicine cabinet on the wall, towel rack, toilet obviously, trash can, and then they have this very cute little cubicle where they keep extra stuff, and they like decorated it up and have matching towels and a very cute curtain. You'll notice that Liv and I didn't quite do this, but I wanted to do that first because there's an automatic fan attached to the light, so yeah, kind of annoying. But when you first walk in, on your right, we have a coat rack. I don't have a coat out here just because I don't really have that many coats, but yeah, we did have a casualty with the pot of the cactus when the shelf fell at one point. We also have our wall of Polaroids. So this is pretty much everyone that has ever come into this apartment. We tried to get a Polaroid of everyone that walked in. That's a whole inside joke. We thought someone was doing the dirty in our bathroom at one of our parties, so we slipped that under the door. Turns out someone accidentally locked the door from the inside. No one's in there, but that is memorabilia. So, going forward, this is Becca's bedroom. I think we might be doing individual room tours, so I'm not going to go into anyone's bedrooms right now just because I respect privacy. And then on your right, this is the hallway to Olivia and I's bedrooms. So walking down this hallway, I'll do this bathroom. This is Olivia and I's bathroom, her shower curtain, her step-out mat. It's decently well organized. These are my towels. And then these are our hand towels. Yes, we do have a stack of toilet paper for convenience purposes. Our sink, I just never got a toothbrush holder because I didn't feel like it. We also have the medicine cabinet and a nice mirror. The difference and why our bathroom is a little bit smaller is this door right here. So this door, don't know why it isn't locked, is to the HVAC, I guess. I do find it slightly concerning that there's no vent on the back of our, like no filter on the back of our vent, but I don't really know how that's supposed to work. I should, but I don't. And then this is our shower. I did just shower, so it's a little messy in there, but yeah, that's basically it. I will say a little dirty, but that is because we're moving out soon and we're not going to go through all the trouble of washing it for some stranger. All right, turn this light off so it makes less noise. This is Olivia's poster. And then, yes, like I said, we're gonna do individual room tours later if the gals want to participate. That is my room, that is Olivia's room. Going back out. We decorate this wall for basically every season. Right now it's still decorated from Olivia's birthday. We did have a happy birthday banner, but I guess it got taken down recently. And then here is our kitchen. So we do have a stove oven situation here. We got a toaster, not mine, spoon rack, that is mine, a whole knife block, this is also mine. All right, I'm not gonna say what's mine, that's gonna take forever. And then we have a whole bushel of spoons. We did used to hang cutting boards on here, but we just kind of stopped doing that. And then this is our silverware drawer. Down here, We keep all of our pots, pans, and bowls and lids, so all that kind of stuff. Jeez. We do have a microwave, which is great. And then up here, we keep all of our plates, bowls, and drinking cups. And then for these two cabinets, we don't have a pantry in here, so we decided to sort of divvy up our cabinets for each of us to keep like food in here. So that's my cabinet, that's Olivia's cabinet, Becca and Kristen share that space. I'm not sure whose is whose. That is extra Tupperware. That is our baking box. So in there we keep like all of our flour, sugar, baking soda, everything you would basically need to bake anything, generally. And then some cake carrying cases and such. Up here we keep all of our bread products, and Olivia keeps her fluff and peanut butter. And then we do have a chore chart. Whether or not it gets religiously followed is questionable, but we do have one. And then turning right here, we do have in-unit laundry, which is pretty freaking nice, I will say. I just keep my stuff up there, and once I started doing it, everyone started doing it, so that's where we keep all of our laundry stuff. And then we do keep our drying racks over there and the broom over here. It is, a pain to close. That door still isn't even shut. And then on this side, we keep our cutting boards in that corner. That is cereal. That's a blender, drying rack, very deep, nice sink, towels. In here, we just have some snacks and spices. This is the under the sink area, overflowing because it's my week to recycle and I have not done it yet, but these are our recycling bins, and then all of our like dishwashing, general cleaning supplies. We do have a dishwasher, which is a flex, I know. Over here, we have sort of random baking, cooking ware. So like there's a blender in here, there's a hand mixer in here, and then all of our oils and like vanilla extract. Oh, and red Solo cups, because every college apartment needs red Solo cups. This is where we keep all of our sort of, I don't even know what to call this category, but like parchment paper, aluminum foil, saran wrap. We have lighters for birthday candles and such, and then toothpicks. We also have a very nice spice rack. I think that's Becca's, I can't remember at the moment. It's either Becca's or Kristen's. And then a butter dish and random stuff on the counter. Kristen had pancakes this morning. Not exactly sure if that's intentionally left there. Moving on, we have our big trash can right here, and this is Kristen's room. Continuing forward, we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. This is the coffee bar. So we did have a Keurig on here. I recently moved it to David's apartment because I got really excited to finish off the coffee bar. If you saw the vlog labeled, they gifted us a whole new kitchen. That's where my Keurig went. And then over here is very random, but this is painting supplies because we got art kits from our RA one time. And then here is Tupperware lids and general Tupperware. I think down here is snacks, but it's not mine, so I'm not going to dig around through it. All of our mugs and the air fryer. And then, like I said, all the coffee bar stuff. So like an electric kettle, I think French press, like a 1-cup Keurig thing. I'm not entirely sure. I think that might be a coffee grinder. Again, not sure. And then turn around and you see our dining table, gorgeously decorated by Kristen. That's Olivia's happy birthday balloon. A nice tapestry, and then this was Olivia's contribution to the decorations out here. I mean, we all contributed other stuff, but like this is her, like, I think pride and joy. She has a white claw wall where she put flowers in each one. I'm not sure where that one went, but it's gone now. my chair that has been with me since freshman year. Over here, we keep sort of our games and decorations. So like Christmas tinsel, happy birthday banner, apples to apples. Okay. And then we do store our baby tinsel Christmas trees behind this and fake plants. Our couch, I think enough said. This is the table that my mom and I restored. We got it from a Goodwill and we sanded it and repainted it. Becca's carpet, cute little sitting area. We did collect some of the cuter bottles for decoration. And then, yeah, cute chair setup, plant, Olivia's no reason to panic sign. And then this is not just a box of Jose Cuervo, let me just say. These are champagne bottles for our graduation photos, just so we don't look like random alcoholics. Speaking of alcohol, here is our bar cart. So we do have some wine down here. Of course, we have Burnett's classic college, am I wrong? Some margarita mix, cocktail books, mule cups, wine glasses, and the lot. And then up here we have our shot glasses and a cocktail calendar. Back here we have our drafts mugs because, of course. This was during COVID when we weren't allowed to go to the games and Kristen got a cutout to be in the stands. We always say that this is Picasso Becca when she puts her face right there. I'm not sure how else to explain that. All of our all of our yoga mats and weights, another tapestry, TV. This cabinet has its own backstory. I was not there for it, so I'm not entirely sure, but from what I know, it was sitting out in the chapel parking lot and they stole it. What is in here? Okay, so more decorations, mini waffle maker. What is that? I'm not even sure. And then crock pots. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So that was my apartment that I shared with my 3 other roommates, and that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.